Today I'm going to be replacing the exhaust header gasket on this deal, as in the back of mine back here is blown out. I was able to pinpoint it with the stethoscope, remove the end of this, and then I use this little T-fitting adapter, put on both hoses. This is just a regular vacuum tube, nothing special, but you can hear the air blowing past stuff, so you can find exhaust leaks, vacuum leaks, anything like that in the intake. So with this, I was able to pinpoint that my exhaust leak was right here, so I could hear it really loudly with this thing. Don't want to run it for very long because I don't want to burn myself. Yep, I can still touch the header, but that clicking is that leak back there. Gonna start by removing these spark plug wires. Gonna write the number 5 on both sides of this thing for solder number 5. And this absolute disgusting mess of a spark plug wire job. Have some pride in your work. This wasn't me, so I'm gonna make fun of whoever did this. Okay, this is number 6. Seven. And 8. Okay, that's just gonna have to come out. With the pump removed, I can see why things leaked. I'm amazed actually that it only had one leak, because this bolt isn't even tight. I literally have not even put a wrench on this yet. I just took it out with my fingers. Oh boy. This one's tight. Nope, it's not. So far, none of these have been tight. I'm gonna put a bolt back in this front hole, since it's easy to get to when the header starts to fall down. I can take this one out last. Putting the jack on the exhaust. This is trying to fall down and I'm fighting the bolts. 7 bolts. I'm hoping I'm not going to have to pick the engine up a little bit, but looks like my pinpoint was correct. If I didn't know better, it looks like somebody put 2 gaskets on this thing, which is a big no-no. If one gasket doesn't seal it, something's wrong. Oh my goodness. Whoever did this needs slapped. With a mirror and a flashlight, I can see that there isn't any gasket residue. I got really lucky and everything just peeled right off. So the gasket surface is ready to go. So this isn't best practice. You should get to the flange, clean it off, make sure it's smooth. But in this case, I'd either have to pick the engine up a little bit or remove the rest of the exhaust, which looks like it's just gonna break apart. So I'm gonna just put the gasket back on this and hope that it seals. So I'm putting this back on. You'll notice one side of the gasket is different from the other. This right here says manifold side, stamped into it. You can see we have a hook on this side and a little C on this side, so we'll put this bolt in and this bolt in to kind of hold the manifold in place, and then this will allow us to set it on that bolt and rotate it down into place, and that guarantees our fit. Then we can start all 8 bolts and then run them down. I'm going to put anti-seize on these bolts. Going to put a little bit of pressure on the exhaust. I have the first 2 bolts started. So I'll slip the gasket into place. I have the pressure released off of the exhaust from the floor jack. Slip the gasket in there, catch that bolt, and rotate this down into place. Now I need to start all 8 bolts before I tighten any of them down. There's a couple that if it's tight, the bolt will not start. I have all 8 started, and just like any other gasket, you want to start from the middle and work your way out. Okay, all the bolts are tight. I'm going to check the other side for tightness since that side was so bad. Hopefully I don't have to remove anything. So this side has a different gasket on it, which is interesting. So that bolt's tight. I'm going to guess this side is fine because every bolt that I can get to is tight. So after you drive this, you need to come back and recheck all the bolts again. 8, let's see, 7, 6, and 5. Sounds like I still got a leak on this side, so I better pinpoint that. It's all sealed up top, but every single lower port is leaking. And so I'm gonna, this one we can tell just by looking at it that there is a chunk missing out of the header flange. So that was nothing that I could have avoided besides just replacing the header or welding to it and grinding it smooth again. The back one ironically did seal up. It did not in the back, but it's a lot quieter. I'm guessing that it will just blow out again later. See some more rust around that flange as well. So now I just get to deal with that until I get a new set of headers or fix the ones I got.